It's always interesting to me when giving up becomes the necessary action. And you can put this on so many different stories, you'll have your own. But the one that recently came up is actually kind of a funny story, a super funny story. I was talking to my sister and she was doing a big puzzle, and it was of a moose, and it was a 700 piece puzzle. And she came across these pieces that she was just trying to force into this puzzle. It was supposed to fit here. They're supposed to match these colors. She was just trying and trying and trying and spending so much time on these puzzle pieces. And it wasn't until she gave up working with those pieces that she actually started gaining progress again. And she ultimately finished the puzzle and realized that there were 3 additional pieces that were not part of this puzzle that were in the puzzle. And we were laughing so hard at it because she, was trying to get these bare pieces to fit into this moose puzzle. But then when we stopped and really reflected on kind of how profound the meaning was, for her life, for my life, for the lives of others, I think it can really show you something of value, and maybe you can take it and make it mean whatever it needs to mean in your own life. But where are you trying so hard to put puzzle pieces into your puzzle of life that have no business being there, that were never meant to be there? They were accidentally put in a box. They were, put on your path. They were supposed to just be a stop, not a stay. And you have spent all your time, all of your energy, all of your emotion, all of this work trying to force something into your life that has no business being there. That should have just been it doesn't fit. It's really not part of the color. It's not part of the picture. Can you throw it out? But how long do we stay with those puzzle pieces? And we just destroy our hearts, our minds, our spirits, our bodies, because we're so determined to make something fit into our lives, into our world, that was never designed to be there. And the second that we give up on that, that now becomes the most efficient action that we could take, when oftentimes we're like, no, if you persist, you're going to save time. It was the giving up on trying to force something into a life that didn't belong there that was the most efficient step, even with regards to time. And how profound is that? Where can you apply that in your life? Where are you just determined to force a puzzle piece into your puzzle of life, when all of life is saying it's not part of your puzzle? It's not part of the picture. And you'll see, if you could move past these 3 pieces, if you could just have it within you to give up on these things and move past and take the next best step, do the next thing that actually fits, how it would eventually show you the whole picture, right? But you have to move past that stuck point by finding the next piece that fits before you can have the true aha revelation that sets your heart free and your mind free, and make you realize you're not, incapable of doing a 700 piece puzzle, but you'll actually be able to step back and laugh and be like, it was never designed to be in it. It was never part of the picture. It wasn't part of the puzzle. And all I needed to do was give up on it. So where does that fit in your life? I'll let you put it where it needs to fit in your own puzzle piece of life. But it was this sweet reminder sometimes that the giving up is the action we need to take sometime. And then how quickly can we take that next step of what does fit, instead of spending all of our time, energy, and making ourselves feel wrong, feel bad, feel incapable, just because we're trying to force something that was never designed to be there.